एक बार और, एक बार फिर, बैक टू पवेलियन, पावर्ड बाय प्रोवो। सारे वर्ल्ड कप कवर कर चुके हैं, सिर्फ दो बचे हैं, 2015 और 2019। And today we have a very special guest, a very good friend of mine, Disha. Welcome to the show.
Thank
How are you
Mehak.
this evening?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm old, yeah, I'm old. बहुत सारे वर्ल्ड कप देख लिए हैं, कुछ और देखने हैं, कुछ और वर्ल्ड कप इंडिया को जिताने हैं. So that makes it two of us. Disha, we'll talk about 2015 and 2019 वर्ल्ड कप with you. लास्ट दो वर्ल्ड कप थे. Strangely enough, पता है, मैंने जितने भी लोगों से बात की है, 15 का वर्ल्ड कप बहुत कम लोगों को याद है. इनफैक्ट मुझसे भी लोगों ने सवाल पूछा है कि क्या हुआ था 15 में.
मुझे भी ज़्यादा कुछ याद नहीं है. मैं पूरा रिसर्च करके आई हूँ बिकॉज आई डोंट हैव एनी रिकलेक्शन ऑफ द 2015
And you know why that's happened? क्योंकि 11 का यूफोरिया के बाद 15 में जब हम हार गए, वो दर्द हटाने के लिए आई थिंक our brains took over and said नहीं, ये जो अमृत हमने लास्ट एपिसोड में बात की थी, we don't need it anymore, we don't want to talk about it.
It's quite possible.
But anyways, Disha, what's your favorite memory from the World Cup? 2015 World Cup का favorite memory क्या है आपकी?
I think it has to be the classic India versus Pakistan.
Adelaide.
Yes. So with Kohli's 107 and with Shami's, I think he took 4 fiery wickets if I'm not wrong. Am I right?
Fiery तो थे, 4 मुझे याद नहीं है.
I have a feeling 4 ही थे if I can remember correctly. And yeah, उसमें से एक शायद अफरीदी की भी विकेट थी. I have to add.
100%. Shahid Afridi has always been a thorn in India's bush. But मतलब वो मैच मुझे याद है. I was in London at that point. I was watching the match on a laptop at a friend's house. और वो एडिलेड के skies and you know पाकिस्तान की वो लाइट ग्रीन वाली ड्रेस and Kohli being sublime. वो उसके cover drives that day were just so sublime. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. काफी बढ़िया वर्ल्ड कप था. You know, my best memory from the World Cup is the first match between Australia and New Zealand. Not the first match number 20. जब पहली बार खेले थे at Eden Park, if I'm not wrong. Very low scoring match. And Kane Williamson hit for 6. एक विकेट बचा था. That was a great match, yeah. Great.
It was.
It was a great match.
I agree.
I mean, Brendan McCullum was a force, the captain. You know, we talk about baseball now, but Brendan McCullum was the baseball back then. He was just, he was the force behind New Zealand.
Absolutely.
You know, the one thing we need to talk about in this show is the change in world cricket. You know, हर 5-10 साल में वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट में एक चेंज होता है, पर 2015 वर्ल्ड कप में ना एक ऐसा चेंज हुआ था जो आज तक धरती हिला रहा है.
Butterfly effect.
Butterfly effect. The wings of a butterfly when they flap, carry on. When Bangladesh beat England the way they did.
Partnership between Shakib Al Hasan and Mushfiqur Rahim. Am I pronouncing his name correctly?
You are. आप तो कलकत्ता से हैं. You should pronounce his name very well.
I'm a little nervous in front of the camera. Sorry.
That's okay. We're all very nervous in front of the camera. You know, Owen Morgan came into that tournament and played that tournament with 5 ducks in 11 innings.
Yes.
ठीक है?
Yes.
England was playing the cricket they were playing in 96 जब श्रीलंका ने उनको धोया था, right? And I think they went back and said, हो गया, अब हो गया, right? अब लगान सब भरेंगे, right? They came back from that to the 2019 World Cup.
To have England being knocked out of the World Cup, considering that they technically invented the game, that was just must be heartbreaking.
They lost everything in that World Cup. Oof. We'll come to the 2019 World Cup, but क्या बढ़िया वर्ल्ड कप था. India played so well, right? India beat South Africa at Melbourne. India beat everyone. Zimbabwe के साथ अच्छा मैच था. Till we reached the semi-final. अरे यार, वो semi-final की वजह से लोग क्रिकेट भूल गए थे कुछ साल के लिए. We should have won that game.
Yes.
Except for Steven Smith, right? Steven Smith आए, उन्होंने कहा आओ इंडिया, हम तुम्हें दिखाते हैं बैटिंग कैसे करते हैं. And then, strangely enough, Mitchell Johnson scored a quick fire 39 balls, yaar.
He also took Rohit and Kohli's both their wickets.
Both the wickets, yeah. Both the wickets. And before we knew it, we were on a flight back to India.
Yeah.
You know, strangely enough, there's a similarity between 92 and the 2015. इन दोनों वर्ल्ड कप के पहले इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया में एक बहुत लंबी सीरीज खेली थी, राइट? आई रिमेंबर अ प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की जहां धोनी ने बोला था कि हम अगर कुछ दिन और ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रुक जाते तो हमें सिटीजनशिप मिल जाती, राइट? आई थिंक दे वर अ टायर्ड टीम And despite everything, Dhoni bhi thak gaya tha. I think the team was a little tired. But they were unbeaten throughout the tournament till Mitchell Johnson and Steven Smith decided to do it. And then we came to the final.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, what a final that was, yeah.
I mean, imagine the host nations pitted against one another.
Yeah.
That's a
Big brother, younger brother, Australia, New Zealand, you know, the debate goes on, bada kaun hai, chota kaun hai, right? But pehla over, Mitchell Starc ka, right? I remember Sunday morning tha, my friends were over, I had some friends down from Berlin as well, right? And we were all excited about the match. पर वो 6 बॉल में मैच खत्म हो गया.
मतलब it's a classic McCallum and Stark rivalry, right?
Yeah. 6 बॉल में संडे बर्बाद हो गया था मेरा. ठीक है, मैं कसम से कह रहा हूँ, वो पूरे संडे का प्लान था, like you know we're gonna have fun, ये मैच एंड तक जाएगा. मिचेल स्टार्क आया, एक बॉल डाली.
And a duck.
And
that too a duck.
And that too a duck.
That's just.
But we have forgotten to talk about one match. The semi-final. South Africa, New Zealand.
Yes.
अरे यार, I mean, South Africa उस वर्ल्ड कप में भी क्या टीम लेके आया था. हर वर्ल्ड कप में टीम लेके आता है यार साउथ अफ्रीका, और फिर कुछ हो जाता है.
I mean, South Africa were touted to be the favourites for the tournament.
Even though India had beaten them, but in that semi-final they were looking very good till the last over. Grant Elliott ने वो जो छक्के जो मारे थे
against Dale Steyn, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Dale Steyn, right? That moment when you know he pulls him up at the end of the match, beautiful moments in cricket. What a World Cup that was. What a World Cup that was.